Could you here?
Be so pleased, your grace.
I am sorry for thee. Thou art come to answer a stony adversary, an inhuman wretch, incapable of pity, void, empty from any dram of mercy.
Your grace hath taken great pains to qualify his rigorous course, but since he stands obdurate, and that no lawful means can carry me, out of his envy's reach, I do oppose my patience to his fury, and I am armed to suffer with quietness of spirit the very tyranny and rage of his.
Go one, and call the Jew into the court.
He is ready at the door. He comes, my lord.
Make room, and let him stand before our face. Shylock, the world thinks, and I think so too, that thou but leadest this fashion of thy malice to the last hour of act, and then, 'tis thought, thou'lt show thy mercy and remorse more strange than is thy strange apparent cruelty, and where thou now exacts the penalty, which is a pound of this poor merchant's flesh, thou wilt not lose the forfeiture, but, touched with human gentleness and love, forgive a moiety of the principal, glancing an eye of pity on his losses, that have of late so huddled on his back, and owe to press a royal merchant down and pluck commiseration of his state. From brassy bosoms and rough hearts of flint, from stubborn Turks and Tartars never trained, to offices of tender courtesy, we all expect a gentle answer, Jew.
I've possessed your grace of what I purpose, and by our holy Sabbath have I sworn to have the due and forfeit of my bond. If you deny it, let the danger light upon your charter and your city's freedom. You'll ask me why I rather choose to have a weight of carrion flesh than to receive 3,000 ducats. I'll not answer that, but say it is my humor. Is it answered? What if my house be troubled with a rat, and I pleased to give 10,000 ducats to have it banned? What are you answered yet? Some men there are love, not a gaping pig. Some men that are mad if they behold a cat, and others, when the bagpipe sings, if the nose cannot contain their urine for affection. Masters off passion, sways it to the mood of what it likes or loathes. Now for your answer, as there is no firm reason to be rendered. Why he cannot abide a gaping pig, why he, a harmless necessary cat, why he, a woolen bagpipe, but of force, must yield to such inevitable shame, as to offend himself being offended, so I can give no reason, nor I will not. More than a lodged hate and a certain loathing, I bear Antonio, that I will follow thus a losing suit against him. Are you answered?
Go.
This is no answer, thou unfeeling man, to excuse the current of thy cruelty.
I'm not bound to please thee with my answers.
Do all then kill the things they do not love?
Hates any man the thing he would not do.
Every offense is not a hate at first.
What, wouldst thou have a serpent sting thee twice?
I pray you keep your question with the Jew. You might as well go stand upon the beach.
And bid the main flood bait his usual height. You may as well use question with the wolf, why he hath made you bleat for the lamb, to wag the high tops and to make no noise. When they are fretting in the gusts of heaven, you may as well do anything most hard. To seek to soften that than which what's harder. His Jewish heart, therefore, I do beseech you. Make no more offers, use no farther means, but with all brief and plain conveniency, let me have judgment, and the Jew his will.
For thy 3,000 ducats, here is 6.
If every ducat and 6,000 ducats were in 6 parts, and every part a ducat, I would not draw them. I would have my bond.
How shalt thou hope for mercy, rendering none?
What judgment shall I dread, doing no wrong? You have among you many a purchased slave, which, like your asses and your dogs and mules, you use and object and in slavish parts because you bought them. Shall I say to you, let them be free, marry them to your heirs? Why sweat they under burdens? Let their beds be made as soft as yours, and let their palates be seasoned and with such viands. You will answer, the slaves are ours, so do I answer you. The pound of flesh which I demand of him, is dearly bought. 'Tis mine, and I will have it. If you deny me, fie upon your law. There is no force in the decrees of Venice. I stand for judgment. Answer, shall I have it?
Upon my power I may dismiss this court, unless Valerio, a learned doctor, whom I have sent to determine this, come here today.
Lord, here stays without a messenger, with letters from the doctor. News comes from Padua.
Bring us the letters. Call the messenger.
Good cheer, Antonio. What man, courage yet? That you shall have my flesh, blood, bones, and all, ere thou shalt lose for me one drop of blood.
I'm a tainted wether of the flock. Meetest for death, the weakest kind of fruit. Drops earliest to the ground, and so let me. You cannot better be employed, Bassanio, than to live still and write mine epitaph.